Hello there, this is Rich Lavens of Watlow, and I had a customer call the other day who had broken a thermocouple on a nanodac, and what it was reading was error, no data, depending on what you have going on there. He fixed the thermocouple, but he said, boy, it sure would have been nice if I could enter a note onto the nanodac to describe what happened and when I repaired it. In actuality, the nanodac does have that capability, so I'm going to show that to you. So here, we have our page key, we have our scroll or enter button, and the down and up arrows make parameter changes. So we're going to hit the page key once. And when you look at this menu, we're going to scroll down, there's an operator notes section. So in here, we can have up to 10 notes pre-assigned. Like we already have a message in the nanodac, and we can trigger that on different scenarios. But if you don't have that set up, we can hit the page key one more time, and now you can see I can write a custom note. So let's just put in a test note here. Oops, wrong way. So T-E-S-T, and I'll just put a number in there for fun. So test one, hit your page key when you're done entering your note, and then you can save the changes. So now when you pop back to the front and go to your line chart, you can see there's the test notes I've been entering, and they're time and date stamps. So it's super handy to describe a certain anomaly or whatever that's been going on, and you want to note that. So now we're going to pop over to the iTools section, and I'll show you how to set up preset messages and tie them to a couple different scenarios. All right, so I've scanned my nanodac into iTools, and you can see that it's pulled up here in the upper left-hand corner. I scanned it in using the network connection. You could also use the CPI clip if you'd like. But anyway, let's go to our graphical wiring. And I've got some stuff going on here, but over here, there is a custom message block. So let's drag that onto the screen. It's going to ask me for my password. I'm sure yours will be different. On any function block, if you double click in the gray header, it opens that block up. So here are 10 messages I can have pre-assigned to do different things. So let's just do the message one. So we'll just do went into, oops, I can't spell, went into alarm. So that's my first message. We can do the second one as broken thermocouple. And I'm not going to do all of them, but so now we've got 2 messages set up, and let's go ahead and trigger to those. So we're going to go back to our graphical wiring. We can do a status of the output. So again, that's probably the easiest way. So we're going to do that. And I left, once it turns pink, left click on it, drag a line, and you'll see here that I don't see those messages, but if you click on that little yellow cube at the bottom, I can trigger message 2, which was my broken thermocouple. And then our other one was an alarm. So to trigger off an alarm, I've got a high alarm set up in channel 1, but if you'll notice, there's no alarm information in this block. So again, we can actually either grab from a block or drag to a block. So I'm going to click on the IC chip again, and we're going to come down here, and here's our alarm. So when that alarm is active, I want to trigger alarm 1. You can see it's drawn in some green dotted lines. That means that has not been saved to the instrument yet. So up here, I can download the wiring to the instrument. Those green dotted lines will turn into a solid black line. And we have now sent that to the instrument. So now if they break a thermocouple or go into alarm, it's going to trigger one of those 2 messages. And again, you can go all the way up to 10. So it's a really neat feature. Again, those messages will show up on your historical data, so it might be a good reference for somebody looking at what was going on during a particular run. That's really it. I hope you find this helpful, but please reach out to us and let us know. Thank you so much. Bye.